Hey guys, just thought I'd show you one of those things I have to do around here from time to time. I have to maintain about 1.25 miles gravel road. Don't really have the right tools for it. I really need a tractor with a grader blade. What I'm using here is this snow plow. I just push the gravel around with it until it looks about right. It's got an electric lift on it, but you have to set it from side to side manually. To give the Kubota some traction, put about maybe 1,200 pounds of rock in there. The Kubota does not lack power. What it lacks is traction, because it's just got little tires. So when it's trying to push this blade up a hill, it just doesn't work that good. I've got extra heavy springs on the front for the blade. Kind of wish I had extra heavy springs on the back for the rocks. But here, let me show you what I've been up to so you can kind of see my results. I tend to wallow out this area over here where I park every day, so I just set the blade straight, and this is just pushing the gravel around to get it up out of the mud. And then I go after it at an angle up and down this long road here. And it takes me about 4 or 5 hours to get the whole job done, because I have to move real slow to get a nice product out of it. But here I am modding the road, or maintaining it really. But just one of those things I got to do. I kind of like this Kubota, man. It's one of the few things I don't think I want to sell, the Kubota. Everything else is up for grabs. So here I am giving you a little eye view of the action here. The point of this is to get the gravel that the rain washes down off the sides of the road and bring it back up into the middle so it'll do something to provide traction for the vehicles going up this steep hill. Pretty rudimentary stuff, kind of like frosting a cake. Got to go back and forth a few times and then back drag it and spread it out so it looks pretty. One of the things running along here does is it lets me appreciate some of the beauty around me, because I get to move so damn slow. It's what I'm looking at. Big old tree, big old rock. I'm just pushing stuff along here with the front blade as I make my way down the mountain. We got some beauty around here to take my mind off the tedious progress of the Kubota. This is the area I always have the most trouble with when it rains, because we've got giant rocks right underneath the gravel. What we really need here is about 12 inches more what they call pug. It's kind of crusher run. It's a mixture of slurry and rock, and it forms up nice and hard, but you got to get it level after the truck dumps it, or you got a real bumpy road to deal with. I don't really have the right tools to do it. We need a road crew in here to fix this road up. But as you can see, this part of the road's relatively steep. I'm guessing about a 25-degree angle. So there's definitely traction issues getting up and down this hill with any vehicle, even the four-wheel drives. And all that wheel spin and whatnot when it's dry makes a lot of little gullies, little divots, washboard effect, and then when it rains, it tends to wash the gravel out. So it just rained last night, stopped this morning, so this is why I'm getting right on it before the sun cooks it out. We've had a real dry spring. So this is our first good rain, soaked us for about a day. It's giving me a chance to loosen this gravel up, pull it out of the mud, get it up on the top where it can do some good, and then the tires from the vehicles will pack it in. I might run up and down it in the truck a few times just to flatten it out. But as you can see, it's quite a ways I gotta go. I gotta go all the way down that road and around the corner and whatnot. So I got a ways. But yeah, it does it. It does it. The little Kubota is grabbing the gravel, and it is pulling it up onto the road. So what more could you ask, huh? Well, I'm just taking a little coffee break here. I'm about done, but You can kind of see how that wallow got fixed up pretty much, and I've just been dragging it around up and down the road. So I think the little Kubota has done its job for the day. I'll take one more good look at it, run up and down the road, look at it, see if I got to fix anything. Then it'll be time to unload the rocks. Those rocks that I used to weigh down the Kubota, I got them out of the woods right by the house here. And I know it's not that beautiful. A lot of dirt showing in that mulch. Got to redo some of that, but some cool ass rocks out in the woods, man. This one right here, this reddish, you see that red? That's garnet. A lot of them that have that orangey red tint to will be garnet. They'll have garnet in them, and just some really neat quartz rocks. I don't get too big a rock because I don't want to hurt myself. I had a couple back surgery. Can't lift these big bastards but for a second or two. But you can see there's quite a few different kinds of rocks. I like this sparkly one. That one's really cool, isn't it? Alright, just take a little coffee break here. So I'm going to put the rest of the rocks around over here. As you can see, we need a few. I did get one big corner rock going. We got a little bit to do still. So, I guess that'll be my next job, unloading all these big bastards. Some of these suckers are pretty big. Surprisingly heavy. Yeah, I thought, what the heck, while I'm out here screwing around, let me show you this beautiful old John Deere here from the 90s. Cleaned up the engine. My son ran into something, broke the shroud. I want to make one. I think I'm going to make one. It's a cool old thing, man. This thing is really an off-road vehicle. It's got a fair amount of ground clearance. I go all through the woods with it. I can go just about anywhere with this thing. And it's been real reliable so far, no problems. But one of these days I'm going to either get another shroud or build a shroud for it. I think it'd be kind of fun to build one. Yeah, I like this old machine. I know it's really tiny and everything, but it's fun to ride around in. I can lift some massive wheelies in it too, since I'm so big. Just lean back. Alright, so the operation I'm doing now is back dragging, and I got a slight angle on the blade to try and pull the gravel this way into the tire tracks so that it'll get pounded down. I've mounted it up by doing a steeper angle forward. Now I'm going to pull it out by going backwards. What I try to do is get that blade positioned so that it'll pull the gravel pile right over there. In our orientation, it'd be to the left. So we're going down this way. And the result is that. The idea is to get some traction for the vehicles going up this hill, but not to have the gravel so close to the grass that the rain just washes it away. Because we put a lot of gravel out here. It's about $400 a truckload. So any gravel I can keep on the road, I am very happy about. As you can see by looking down this road, I've got the side over on this side pretty much pulled out. Now I've got a bare spot over on this side. The thing that's terrible. That's pretty hard packed. But I'm going to be trying to pull this gravel here over that way. Once again, just by backing up, the blade lowered. So you can kind of see what it looks like now. And then when I turn it around, you'll be able to see what's happening with it. Alright, I'm taking a little ramen break here. Yeah, I got put in about 3 or so hours, and then I had to take a little break and go get the kids, and let's see if you can see. I'm feeling, at least for today or whatever, I'm done after loading all those rocks and running up and down the road for 3 hours. I'm pretty much done fussing around with it. But so you can see I got it pretty well leveled, and nice place for the truck to park again instead of a muddy wallow. And take a look at this ramen, huh? This has got some of that artificial crab meat, which isn't too bad. It's got some tofu, which look at this. Isn't that lovely? Look at that. It's all seared. And the way I start off with this ramen is I put some oil in the pan, and I start with the onions, cut up some red onion, and then I throw the tofu and red onion and carrot in there, and I just let it all saute together. And then right at the end, when everything's seared, then I toss in like maybe a teaspoon of soy sauce and let that burn it. And then I throw water in on top of that so it steeps it. And then I add all the water, noodles, and some seasonings and whatnot, and whatever else I want to put in. So this has got green bean, carrot, red onion, tofu, and some of this fake crab, which isn't too bad. It's really just white fish or something. So yeah, a little ramen break here. And yeah, I know I should probably do a little bit more down there, but I'm really pretty much ready just to chill. Yep, just another day up here on the mountain, doing what I do. Which ain't much, because I try not to leave the mountain. I try to stay up on the mountain. I hope that was entertaining to you guys, and if not, maybe the next one will be.